Now a program that delivers fresh produce.
Here we go.
I love fresh produce.
What up, world? It's your boy Manny Fresco. I'm in a building with a guy. I don't even know how to introduce him. I don't know if a legend is the particular word I would use, man. Yeah. I've been on the West Coast for a long time. This is an OG. I mean, I've been living here for a little bit, so I've had a couple of moments where I feel really LA.
Yeah.
This is one of them for sure.
Oh, yeah, for shit.
We got the OG, triple OG.
Yes.
DAZ Dillinger in the building.
What's up?
How you feeling?
Feeling high as a motherfucker.
I'm so jealous, man. You know that smell when you haven't smoked and somebody has smoked?
Yeah.
It feels like that high school.
It's called the after effects.
The after effects. That's fire, man. So I was asking you, how does it feel to be on these runs again?
Oh, it feels great, man. You know what I'm saying? To be acknowledged by the people and for them to love the music, you know what I'm saying? And we waited for a long time. And, you know, just getting all the music together, you know what I'm saying? 30 songs is a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. And you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, and you do know that.
Yeah.
Still working.
It's funny, I go to your Spotify and I look up the new album and I'm like, this shit looks old school already, right? Like this.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's classic. I'm a classic guy, so, you know, it's all about...
classic don't go out of style.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's how you artique the album, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for the good reception.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to keep it pushing.
Absolutely. So 30 songs, you said is a lot of work. How is it hard picking a single?
No, I just shoot videos for all of them. Right now, you don't really need a single right now in this nowadays.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to put the music out and everybody make the single themselves because they playing it.
And it's like, I mean, that's what's tough. I'm a DJ, so it's tough for me to even pick singles now, pick the songs I like, because the fans are picking the songs almost already.
Already, you know what I mean? So, you know, just got to keep working.
Absolutely. So that song, it's Dazamataz, right?
Yeah, Dazamataz.
Don't get it Dazamataz, no, it's Dazamataz.
Yeah, like Dazamataz. Jazz. Shout out to Guru, you know what I'm saying?
What, the Rockefeller Guru?
Nah, I'm talking about Guru from Gangstar.
Gangstar, all right.
You know, he
Premier,
had the
of course.
Jazzmataz out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
the love. That's the OG. That's the definitely OG. Now, I have that song.
Shout out to Guru though, it's my homeboy.
That's the guy. That's my OG
God,
for sure.
Yeah.
So that song Dazzmataz, it got am I bugging or got this song? Is this feel like There Goes the Neighborhood? Remember that record?
You talking about the Dazzmataz title track?
Yeah.
No, I got that from D Nice. Just call me D Nice. Boom, 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 boom.
I swear the whole day, I'm telling you, I was calling my DJ boys like, I can't figure it out. Like, but it kept reminding me of that. There Goes the Neighborhood. And I could,
Ice Cube.
Yeah. The bounce to it. I'm like, this is super fire.
Yeah, but it's originally by the Turtles.
There you go. This is that fresh product. If you guys don't know and you're doing your homework, he's giving you a stuff.
Yeah. I'm giving you the history on hip hop. You know where it come from. You know.
That's the most important part.
Shout out
man.
to D Nice from Boogie Down Production, KRS-One.
There you go. The Bronx, and the Bronx is rocking right now. So it's good to like come back full circle and let them. You know what I'm saying?
Know that.
I like that respect for the East Coast. I'm from
Always,
New York,
baby.
I'm from New York, so that's the love.
I love the East Coast. I had a homeboy named Alberto. He's from East New York.
Dominican?
Nah, he was Dominican. He was black. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, I got you. I completely get it.
He moved from New York to Long Beach. You know, he was in my crew. You know what I'm saying? He was one of my MCs.
It's some reason, like, I mean, either you fuck with LA or you fuck with the West Coast, or like you don't. Like, it's not like,
I fuck with it all because I'm a producer. I fuck with all music. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, gospel, you know, anything, cha-cha.
It's fun you going there because I was already thinking, I'm like, you're just a jack of all trades. I would say, like, you're just so good at so many things.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the West Coast rappers and OGs talk about, like, at a certain point, if you wasn't coming out of New York, it wasn't popping for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but were you looking at the East Coast producers as influences, or you like, you know what?
Yeah, Marley Marl, Scholar Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Slick
Rick produced his own album. You know what I'm saying? We was hanging with Run DMC at the time. You know
Legendary.
what I'm saying? Jam Master Jay. You know what I'm saying? When we was doing Rage album.
Was it tough to, like, I know in this game, like, people get influenced by stuff. Was it tough to, what made me fall in love with hip hop was the individuality. Even though you could see somebody else do something, they couldn't do it like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were you looking at these artists and like, you know what? I see what they're doing, but I still want to keep it the funk influences and that West Coast influence instead of doing what was going on. Like,
I mean, you know, I just do whatever I feel. You know what I'm saying? It come out. You know, it just gotta have quality into the music and mixing. You know what I'm saying? So it can bang.
So it's not premeditated.
It's premeditated when you're making it. You know what I mean? But it's just how you present you know what I'm saying, how it come out, which is bang.
Sonically.
I needed the bang.
Yeah, it needed
You know
a bang.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they're coming in there, when I bring my mom in there, once she start, all right, I got
Because
something.
you're gonna bop your head no matter what. If it bangs, you're gonna bop your head to it.
Yeah.
So what was that first piece of equipment? I know your mom was into music. What was the first piece of equipment that you got that you were like, I know this could be something?
I stole some turntables from the VIP.
Calvin,
I was working in
that's
there.
the real hip hop story.
Pretend I was working in there, but I was working in there, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Calvin's, let me know, I'm from New York. Calvin's is what, like a Best Buy now?
No, Calvin is from VIP. He's the owner.
Oh, the owner.
Calvin, yeah, my homeboy Calvin.
And you took the turntable.
So I used to say, let me take the trash out. I have a turntable in there, and I throw a mixer in
Yeah,
there.
this is so
And next thing
gangsta.
I know, I had the whole piece, you know what I'm saying?
So you
Turntable
already
was-
seen people DJing. You was already like, yo, I already know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you know, I started off DJing. I was DJ Young Jedi.
mmm.
You know what I'm
DJ
saying?
Young Jedi. That's super dope.
So, you know, I've been doing it for years. I scratch on all my records.
So that DJing to producing is really natural.
Yeah, it's just blending and mixing the records, you know, different things. That's how we started off, you know, sampling. SB 1200.
You hear a record and you're like, I need a.
Yeah, before, that's what I said before. We used to get the sounds off the records. Now it just come on the disc.
Yeah,
you
so-
know what I'm saying, with the sound.
But it's harder to find a sample that way, right?
I just use like YouTube and go through there and use this thing called Audio Hijack.
So you go through and do you like digging?
I play it, and they got Audio Hijack. You just hit the button and you record and you stop. And that's the piece right there on AIFF5. And you,
Yo, he's spreading. He's giving the jewels right
you know what
now.
I mean? You put it in your whatever you
Because
sample.
I see myself going down rabbit holes when I'm digging online and I'm finding new music and trying to pick up on old stuff, or this is old sample. Like I just heard the Future and Young Thug sample some old Spanish record, and it took me a second to find it. It's been tough, I feel like, online trying to dig for records. Like you don't know where to even start. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, where do you start with it? You just go like, I'm gonna go to this certain era and then just.
I look at the album cover.
Oh.
I mean, but nowadays they blindfolding people to do the, you know, to pick out the records. But I look at the album cover and see how genuine and classic it is. Like, if it has something to it, sometimes it fools me. But
Got you. But
know
most
what
of the
I
time
mean?
it's been working for you.
yeah, all the time, you know, I got crates of records in my house. You know
So you
what I'm saying?
believe in that, like, whatever they were portraying, as long as it's honest, then you were just trusting it. You're like, you know what, this
Yeah.
looed dope.
Crazier the record, the crazier the album cover.
Can you think of one off top that you saw that you didn't know was the craziest sample?
Shit. It had something. It had a black cover with an eye on it.
And it got you. You're like, I
Yeah.
gotta listen
And the
to
way
this.
that they had the encryption with the eye in it, you know what I'm saying? That's really got my attention.
So you sampled that one. What'd you make from it?
I mean, you know, I forgot I sold it. You know what I'm saying? So I made, you know.
Okay, you made what you needed to make from it then.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put something together real quick, make it sound right. You know what I'm
Dope.
saying? And let it bang.
So for
Some
the,
independent artists out there.
absolutely, I love the independent artists. I mean, the show's called the Fresh Produce Show, man, and I definitely I'm all about the fresh product. And I don't care if it's the youngest person, the oldest person. I gotta bang with it. If I fuck with it, I fuck with it. I don't care.
Like I've been doing the Thou Wow verses.
That
All-
wow.
For all you independent artists who want to get a verse from me, DAZ Dillinger, gonna cost you $1,000. I'll help you promote your album and do all that. But I'm using the song as well. You know what I'm saying? So we both gonna promote it. And
That's
just-
light work,
just
right?
keep it going. You know what I'm saying? If you got the Cash app, hit me up at DAZ Mataz. You know what I mean? Hit me up at DAZ Dillinger on Instagram and all that, and we gonna communicate. Make it happen. I'm here for y'all.
I mean, that's super fresh. I mean, any OG that wants to show love to the young guys or anybody that's unsigned, that's super dope. So if you're
And
listening
then-
to this, man, that's a come up right there,
yeah,
bro.
and the
I don't even
simple
rap.
fact
I want to get a verse.
And the simple fact is, you'll be a part of my catalog.
Those are the things that you can't, because a lot of things, a lot of people don't. You don't see money attached to it. You don't see the beauty in it,
And
or
it-
you
and
don't
it-
see like that's so dope.
Yeah, and the third thing, publishing lasts forever, so you're gonna get paid off that song.
If you don't got a BMI,
Ever.
get your publishing right, man, and hit up Daz on his Instagram, man, because he's trying to work with those young artists.
Yeah.
That's super dope. Who's young that you like? Are you embracing this West Coast, all this new West Coast
I'm
stuff?
embracing everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, rap has no color.
That's
You
a
know
fact.
what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm making it happen. I rap with everybody from overseas. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it.
You gotta want it. That's a big deal. People don't want it. They can pray all you want and you can wish and have dreams all you want, but if you really want it,
Yeah, you're gonna go out there and get it. If you hungry, you're gonna go out there and find you
those
some
are the
food.
best ideas when you're really hungry.
You're gonna go out there and find you some food when you're hungry.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question. There's a perfect person to ask. Well, since I've been in the West Coast for 3 years now,
Yeah.
and been hitting the clubs, I've been DJing for a couple big artists. It's been fun. I've been seeing the the vibe out here is so different from New York. Why do you guys get to like, right? Why do you guys get to
smoke weed all day?
All day, everything. I know I love everything about it. I could make a list of what I love about LA, but why do you guys get to have your old school sound and preserve it and hold it at such high esteem still?
I mean, you know, that's how it banged like that. That's how we molded this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, everybody, they molded us. We molded into what we molded into, you know what I'm saying? I thank them for everything, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, because it's like everywhere I go, like if I go to New York and I'm playing the illest Nas record at 2 a.m, it might not go up. Like that's an old school set in New York, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like we did a song with Nas too, you know what I'm saying? You know, we was hanging out with Nas.
That
I
shit
did a
must have
song
been
with
epic.
everybody in the rap
No,
game.
I know.
Like I said
legendary.
before, I've reached the pinnacle of rap, of hip hop, the pinnacle.
The pinnacle
of the era. That, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you were definitely of that upper echelon of people in that era.
Jay-Z, we did that, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like when New Yorkers, when they wanted to get that West Coast, they went to the dog pound. Like they went to these West Coast legends. They were like, you know what, I'm gonna go to these OGs that really know how to do it.
I'm
and get
back
that sound.
producing too, so I really want to give some of those East Coast artists some of these.
I already
beats
want
that
to
I got.
ask you what's up with the East Coast collabs already, because it's
Yeah.
like,
I've been hanging out with Capone.
CNN.
Yeah, so you know, me and him, we working on something right
I
now.
know he still got bars, and there's a bunch of new guys. Like I was thinking about Dave East with your production or something like that.
See, I just want to get in there with them. You know, if they just give me the chance to get up in there, I know what I'm.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
I mean, you know, I be hanging around. I don't know, you know, I'm not just a rapper.
Nah,
You know what
I mean, if they don't know, man, this guy's history. Go into Wikipedia right now while you listening. You know what I'm saying? And
I
go
mean, you know, I
figure
get
it
big
out.
checks from those.
Of
records,
course,
you know what
man.
I'm
You
saying?
guys, it's legendary shit. That's why I just asked. Like, see, I know in the East Coast, you wanted to get that West Coast sound. You go get it. You know the people that have that West Coast sound. You know, like, and I feel like in 2018, that West Coast sound still goes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Nipsey just dropped a project. It
Most definitely.
It
I'm
just
playing that shit.
and it still sound West Coast. Like I want to flip switches. I want to feel like I'm somewhere like that. It gives you that feeling.
It's the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he the one putting that shit down, you know? He making it molded.
Okay, that's a big point. It's the person
Nipsey
presenting
been
it.
working, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? He called me over to the studio. We went in there and made some magic for something else, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, you know what it is?
I just feel I love being in the studio. I just know being in the studio with you. Some magic gotta happen.
Yeah,
Like,
something gonna bang out. We gonna have fun.
what's your favorite part? Producing, writing, recording.
Mixing that shit. Let me know that it's over. It's coming out.
Oh, you see the light at the end of the tunnel with the mix.
Yeah, because the simple fact is, I tell all these artists, you ain't gonna make no money just listening to that shit in your computer. Put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You listen to that shit 1,000 fucking times, but you ain't making no money.
And you even tie yourself out.
Man, I get rid of every fucking song in my computer
If you want,
because I know what it's gonna make.
it's gonna make more out than
Yeah.
inside your computer.
And nowadays, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put the song out, and it's all about the publishing, like Spotify and all them other things like that. It goes off publishing now. So when the money gets in, it's about the publisher. Who got 30%? Who got 20? The producer get 50 off the top.
That's a fact.
You know
Is
what
that
I'm
why
saying?
you dropped 30 records?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, helping out some of my young producers, you know what I'm saying? Giving them a chance. Just always giving a person a chance.
You gotta
know what
spread
I'm
the
saying?
love. I tell everybody, I don't care what level you on, lowest level.
Man.
I spread the love, man, because it's gonna come back to you. The OGs always gave back to the hood. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when that tire blow out,
that's a fact. And everybody want to help somebody pushing a car that takes pushing it themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Yeah.
so you want to help somebody out and asking for a handout. You know,
Yeah.
and that's super dope that they're earning it. And I'm sure with your level of quality, they got to come with it still. Anyway, it's not like you giving them like
oh
the
yeah.
crazy alley oop. They still got to come with it, right?
Hell yeah, and plus, you know, I called all my homeboys who's on the album, you know what I'm saying? And they came through for me, you know what I'm saying? No doubt, no questions, no delay, no nothing.
That's when the OG shit pays
Yeah.
off.
And I'm right there with them, you know what I'm saying? So whenever they need me, I'm always there, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So I always think about that mixing part because I feel like that producer has a special ear when it comes to mixing. Because I'm in the studio, I have a DJ ear
Yeah.
and a fan ear. Like I know what a song could sound like when it's getting played tonight. I can hear a hit record. I know all those things, but I can't hear a song 1,000 times and tell the difference between when you adjust one level, one thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm
1
like,
dB.
yeah, and you're like, you're hearing that same part. I'm like, it sound the same to me.
Yeah.
Like, so is it hard to take off those different hats? The artist hat, the producer hat, like.
No, because it's like, you know, one step at a time. Let's do this, let's do that. It's like cooking up the dope, rolling the blunt.
You know the system.
Yeah,
right?
You gotta break it down. Get the if it had any seeds in it, roll it up.
See, I guess in that scenario, I'm just the equivalent. I just smoke.
Yeah, you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
roll. You know what I'm saying? So when you roll, I guess you start knowing the steps and you know what part you're gonna get to.
Like growing it and everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's
I fuck with Superfly. You know, that's my right hand guy. You know
Superfly. That's funny. I just got the Curtis Mayfield soundtrack. Superfly.
Yeah, my homeboy Superfly. He produced a lot with me. You know what I'm saying?
Is he the young homie or?
Yeah. He grew up with us, and you know he in the Dog Pound. You know, SOOPA Fly.
The Dog Pound, so legendary. I mean, usually my mix engineer's in here. He works for the GGN network. And I'm like, yo, you got to come, man. Daz is going to be in the building. That's all family. Why haven't he had you up there yet? The kids have to know who DAZ Dillinger is like.
Oh, man, you know, I'm just the myth.
The myth. And if they don't know, they just don't know.
I mean, you know, they going to represent hidden music. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to represent hidden music. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it will feel better for you if you just see some kids rocking.
That's my legacy, my music, you know what I'm saying? And me being the person who I am and letting everybody.
So you wanted your legacy to always be like everything that you did. It don't have to be.
You know, I give it to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Let them chop it up and learn the business.
Cool. So I know your mother was a musician. That was a big influence on you, right?
Yeah.
Did she teach you business in it? Did she teach you how to roll in it, or she just gave you that bug?
I mean, she gave me the bug, but then I learned because I used to sell dope and all that shit. So you know, it come with the business.
And you figured out how to hustle.
Yeah. It's about ownership. I'm gonna let you sell my rocks when I can get them somebody else to sell my rocks.
And when you put it in that terms, you're like, hold on, I'm not
might
giving.
be smoking.
I made these. I made these rocks, and you taking half of it.
Yeah, we cooked this up.
Yeah, I got you. A lot of people don't understand the independent game and understand the hustle of it.
Pressing your own records up, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, they're not gonna be selling CDs.
That's a fact. I read that.
Coming this year, you know what I'm saying?
I read
so
that.
gives the independent. Hold on, let me see. That's Best Buy right there.
They heard you.
I ain't selling.
Yeah, right.
I ain't selling y'all no CDs right now. We getting it all right now. So you know it's they ain't selling CDs no more. So that give an independent artist more leverage to press and distribute his own product, to sell on his website, to be faithful to the fans, to send that shit out, to know that it's business. You know what I mean? So hey.
Now, do you think that's because you're OG, like you've been through the game to see that? Like you understand the hustle game, you can connect it?
Yeah, I learned from them homies in the Bay. You know, JT the Bigger Figure, D-Shot, E40, B Legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
City Hall, distribution, the whole nine, the whole Bay Area.
I mean, it's because I feel like I'm learning as I'm going. I mean, I learned BMI, I learned all these things. I know all the hustlers. I get all those games. I just trying to understand how these kids could figure out like this is the hustle. Like it's a new
views
hustle.
Is the hustle now.
The what?
The views.
The views.
Yeah, views is like.
And now they getting fake views out there.
Yeah, but you know they gonna swither through that shit. You know, and I seen how they have a computer just.
Yeah.
All day.
They figured out all the bots for everything.
Apple R.
Apple R and just let it rock, man. Yeah. It's a new game for sure, but like you said, I mean, you're looking at it from the OG perspective, so you're like, you know what? It's just a new play.
I started shooting videos myself. You know what I'm saying? So I shot like 10
Like you mean
videos.
like paying for your videos, controlling everything?
Yeah, controlling everything, shooting them and putting them out on my page. You know what I'm saying? But just the views is what nowadays. So let me get into that game. Let me shoot these videos. You know what I'm saying? So I just been on a 10-day straight video spree. Just
shooting video. I mean, kids want content.
Yeah,
I put out these audio. I put out these interviews. See me, I'm 31. I kind of came up a little before the internet.
Yeah.
So I could listen to a straight interview.
Did you look at that Death Row thing last night?
No.
I looked at that shit.
What'd you think?
Some people say they fell asleep on it, but I was looking to see, it's a bunch of shit going on.
Nah, I want to see it. I to me, that's all homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I want to know about the Dog Pound story, the Death Row story. A lot of the stuff, like, I'm from New York, so when the Biggie shit came out and all that, I'm like, tell me something I didn't know.
Man, I got a couple of songs with Biggie, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Daz, I heard about that.
But, I got him on ADAT. I got to find an ADAT
machine. And if you find an ADAT machine, you can get it digital?
I just can't find an ADAT machine.
Okay, so that's another PSA we put it out. If you got an ADAT machine, hit me up on that Fresh Produce show so we can get some music. Because I feel like there's a Biggie verse that I haven't heard yet would be epic.
Yeah, I got it.
Do you listen back to it, or you just know that's in the tuck? You already know what it sounds like?
I know it's in the tuck. I ain't finished it yet. I was piecing it together because I was selling him an ounce. So I was in there, did it, and he was like, just lay it down.
That's crazy.
I gotta go. Some other shit was going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real hip hop fact. So you don't understand what he's saying. He's in the studio with Notorious B.I.G. and as he's selling him an OZ, a little onion, he's putting this beat together.
I gave it to him because it was the B.I.G. I wasn't gonna sell it to him.
You gave it to him.
2 ounces.
That's the love, and I heard he was a heavy smoker.
Yeah, Mace was in there too because they was writing that song. Love is hoes and bins and hoes.
Yeah.
No one knows.
I was just giving credit to Mace the other day. I mean, with all the beefing he was going on with and shit. Yeah. You hold him up on high regard lyrically?
I mean, lyrically, streetly.
Streetly got a little cloudy. It got a little cloudy. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he was a legend because when he first came out with that first album, I knew every word to it, man. And his bars was.
I went to Mace Church one time.
No way.
I went to Mace Church, check it out.
Like for service?
Yeah, I was in the crowd, listening to him.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I would have loved to see that. Yeah. Okay. So we talked about some East Coast artists. We talked about that influence. I feel like now it's kind of overspoken about, but like after the Tupac stuff and all that, did it change your business approach? Did the street shit really get cut off? Because I know nowadays, what just happened on the All-Star Weekend, this looks like the street shit is not going nowhere.
Nah, street shit ain't never going nowhere. It's everywhere. That's the United States of America.
It's just making, right? Making more and more street shit.
Yeah, that's what we was built off of, mafia, gangster shit.
Now, but I mean, what are these kids looking up to now then? Because I mean, we looked up to the Scarfaces and the Goodfellas and the you know what I'm saying? Like
they looking up to pills and addiction.
that's all I'm seeing. And it's like, oh, geez, like you just like, yo, hold on, that's not how the game
somebody
was.
popping like 5, 6 Xannies. I'm like,
have you ever had a Xanny?
Never,
bro. I took one on a long flight, a half of one. My man was like, "You don't even take a full one." I took half of one. I'll never, ever.
Fall asleep.
Yeah, edibles lit. Edibles lit for that. I didn't even know.
Too many prescription drugs, you might die.
No, I don't even understand what's the goal. What's the end goal? What's the end goal? Like to have a good time.
Tranquilize me.
Just to be standing still. That's hilarious. So I heard you blessed Lil Easy Whip from Ruthless Records. Then how did that go down? You blessed him with that name.
Lil Easy?
Yeah.
No, he had that name already. That's his daddy name. You know what I'm saying? We just hooked him up with, a lot of business savvy, and you know what I'm saying?
You feel like you owed that to him?
I mean, we love Lil Easy, so, we're going to push for him, you know what I'm saying? So, Ruthless Records is in effect, you know what I'm saying?
That's so fire. The legend lives on.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm back to, like, thinking, like, West Coast really, like, holds your legends into high regard.
Yeah, we got Ruthless Records, you know what I'm saying?
Like, all the OGs, like, you come to LA, you got to see Snoop, you got to see DAZ, you got to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the OGs.
You're going to see me in the streets, though. I'm going to be riding around,
I seen you outside, pulled up nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just about being 100.
So you just want to be 100 and be cool with the kids and you want to put them on game, though?
Yeah, I put them on game, you know what I'm saying? I ain't selling you nothing, I'm just giving you the game, you know what I'm saying? I want you to do the same for me.
Absolutely, because you feel like you can gain something from the young guys.
Yeah, I can learn something from a kid.
That's humble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can learn from anything. A dog, a cat,
That's humble. My boys used to be like, why you talking those bums on the street? I'd be like, yo, they got some gems.
Yeah, they got gems. They've been through it.
They've been through it. For real. So what's something you tell these kids now to look into the game? Because everybody says, yo, watch out, you're going to get sneaked. Watch out.
I tell them, stop, pause, and think.
Stop, pause, and think.
Yeah, before you do anything irregular, stupid, or some bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Does that mean your maturity speaking?
I mean, I always thought like that. That's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? All that,
You already knew that.
And you do know that.
And you be like, you know what? You got to lay low sometimes. You got 2 ears and one mouth to listen more and speak less, right?
Yeah, you got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? The dope boy ain't never made no money in town. He always made his money out of town.
Watch Belly. You
know what I'm saying? So in hip-hop, you got to keep moving. State to state, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you got to do it.
You got to push it everywhere.
Yeah,
how's the love you got overseas and Japan and stuff?
Oh, it's lovely. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest market over there for selling CDs and music and touring and just all over, because we never go over there. You know what I'm saying? So they really appreciate the music, and I love giving it to them. And I got a lot of friends and homies over there. You know what I'm saying? And
the weed is trash.
Yeah, the weed is but hey, It's trash.
It's trash out there, but it's definitely good to
But
me.
I go hunt for that shit in Amsterdam, though. I go there.
No, Amsterdam is lit. Barcelona's lit. Spain got it.
LA Confidential, you know what I'm saying? Some other type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Holy Grail.
I saw Big Weed. One of the big conventions is now in Spain.
Oh yeah, that's where we going to Spain. I got a marijuana company.
Rocking.
In Seattle, Washington.
Like a strain?
No, I got a whole company.
So a bunch of
shit. It's called Seattle Profit Reserve / DPG Buds. You know what I'm saying? So they got all the dope. I go over there and give them my seeds and all that, and I create the dope. You know, I got a thing called Meteorite, which is flour, good kush, with oil on it, with live resin. You know
in a blunt?
No,
It's like a ball.
Like a thing. You can cut it up, but it's crunchy too, so you can just
spread it out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can put it in how you want
A
it.
beef and broccoli. Put that
Knock
shit.
the motherfuckers out.
Holy shit. You know what's so funny? I got a question for you that I just thought about. Like, I spent for Kid Ink. He's from LA. We smoke everywhere we go and shit. But we always think, like, when you go someplace, is the retainer already there for you to smoke wherever you want? Okay. You didn't hear that here. I had to ask an inside question because I'm like, hold on.
At your own risk.
At your own risk. Because some places are a little crazier than others. You know what I'm saying? But
I got caught before, man. I had some Meteorite in a jar like this, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they took it from me, but I heard them in the back like, we're going to smoke this.
Oh, this looks fire.
Yeah,
That's funny because we always have a thing that when we can't think of we're gonna smoke that we like, would the dog pound smoke here?
Hell yeah, we'll blow that motherfucker down.
And if we do, we like, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
We'll take that room charge.
That's what I'm saying. You must take the room charge every time. Like,
yeah, we take it all the time.
you're like, it is what it is. I need to smoke before the show. So what's your ritual now? Like, how do you feel about performing again? Like, are you gonna start touring?
No, I've been touring for the last 25 years.
Never stop.
Never stop. You know what I'm saying? So that's how bread and water. You know what I'm saying?
It just feels normal to you to just bounce
mean,
out.
I just did a release party at the Secret Sesh. You ever been there?
No.
Secret Sesh every Sunday.
Oh, Secret Sunday strip club shit?
No, Secret Session, Los Angeles.
Okay.
It's a weed thing, you know.
You might have to put me on.
5,000 motherfuckers being there. Everybody smoking, you know, it's going down.
That vibe.
Private, you know what I'm saying? So I got up there and performed for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long set.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had that many songs.
Yeah.
And then Corrupt walks in the building. I had him on FaceTime with everybody. He got up, came down, and we got up there and rocked for another hour again with different other songs.
Wow.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
catalog.
Yeah, we got 25 years worth of music.
It's funny. I just started touring this year. I can't imagine touring for 25 years. Like, it just doesn't stop. It's just normal for you. Hop on a plane, boom, out of here.
I'm gone. The mud is calling.
That mud is calling. How does your stage show? Like, I've never been to a DAZ show. What is a DAZ show like?
We just go out there and rock it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the hits. Bam, bam, bam. What they knowing. You know what I'm saying? And really enjoying and let the crowd do the singing.
Because they seen you maybe for the first time and they really want to get that experience.
And they really looking like, man, he know all the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
So no TV tracks, you spitting it.
I'm spitting. You know what I'm saying? I don't like rappers that do that. I'm like, they getting paid for that shit.
Racks.
And they rapping
And the song's still playing?
Yeah, and they like, I'm like, oh man, you can't do it like that.
I never understood it. I mean, to each their own, I guess, but I always think it's just so much doper and so much clearer, and you really get in the lyrics. I mean, somebody might be seeing you for the first time. They never seen DAZ Dillinger before. The first time. I mean, I think they want a show.
Yeah. Well, we give it to them. It'd be hard for other acts to come
follow up.
and Corrupt, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. We followed up. No. Snoop closed the show. Corrupt was up there, in Denver, I think, and he came off no shirt, sweating. I'm like, yo, I don't want to go nowhere near the stage after these guys. Like,
Yeah, we be rocking.
set the fucking
I
bar.
was DJing. I was DJing at the time.
So I'm sure we could share a lot. I mean, I could pick your brain for hours on that because touring the world DJing is a different animal. I wasn't expecting. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, we went to Kuwait, Ukraine, all kind of
Kuwait,
places.
Ukraine, I've never been those places.
Yeah.
We did our thing. That's dope, though.
Yeah,
those are super dope. So, speaking about the movies and shit, is there a DPG movie coming in the works?
Yeah, it's a DPG movie in the works in the future, but I got a new series called Cousins.
Cousins.
About me and Snoop growing up, you know what I'm saying? This is before rap. Yeah, so, you know, and it's before rap, it's gangster.
I think it's fine that you're gonna be there and you could be like, that didn't happen like that. That didn't happen like that.
Some of that shit that they did didn't happen. Everybody, be exaggerating, but the shit that I'm doing,
authentic.
It happened like that.
For people that don't know, man, does it get time for you to talk about your cuz?
I mean, it all depends on what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we just.
It is what it is. The
out,
shit related to
you know?
you, so it's not like saying you can't. It's not.
I mean, we laugh and talk. It's a family thing.
Got you. Because I feel like everybody would be like, "Oh no, that's Snoop's cousin." Da, da, da. So like, is that a different dynamic when it comes to the music business?
Nah, I don't. Nah, that's dad.
It's just dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We just hang out, and have fun.
Got you. How does that like? I feel weird when I ask my friends that are doing shit like, "Yo, can you hop on this? Can you do this? Can you do this?" Does it
Sometimes
feel?
they might, I ain't take all day, but I just keep it pushing. I make so much noise, they want to get on it. You know what I'm saying?
The original Khaled right here. I'm gonna make sure that record gets done. You're gonna send me back that verse.
Yeah.
Word. So how does it go? How does collaborating work for you? You like them in the studio? You like working with them in the studio?
I mean, just send me your verse. I'll put it together. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to do that. Take time.
What's easier? I have a friend.
Send me the verse.
Yeah.
Get in your studio. Send me the verse. Vibe how you want to vibe in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And send it to me. I'm gonna put it together. You know what I'm saying? As a producer and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because us finding time, paying for the studio, doing all that time, trying to meet, doing all that.
And you
shit.
might not create nothing that day.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? We just spent a bunch of time driving, and you know what I'm saying? And they just put it together, and let's go shoot this video. Come on. That's when we get together.
Got you. So you don't really need them to vibe for you to make it sound like a masterpiece.
No, because it's already banging. You know
when you send it over, it's already.
When I send it over, it's already boom, boom, boom.
So I'm sure a song that's not even mastered of yours sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I need to get in the studio with DAZ Dillinger, man. I want to find out. There's so much about DPG I want to find out about. There's so much I just don't know. Like, I just think the East Coast wasn't as, we just didn't know as much of what's going on with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. This is the Fresh Produce Show. It's Manny Fresco, man. On this show, we got this segment I like to call Pass the Aux. Perfect. I love when I have a producer in here. We get to speak about, what influences he has, what songs he's listening to. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do it like this. All right?
You're gonna pass that to what?
Yo, pass that shit!
Just pass the orange cord, man. Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Just pass the orange cord.
We're in here.
Yeah.
We in the Fresh Produce Show.
Just
We're doing Pass the Aux with the legend DAZ Dillinger.
Yeah.
So, like I said, on the way here, I seen you pull up in a nice vehicle. What's the song you were listening to on the way here? If I pass you the aux, I passed the aux to DAZ Dillinger. We hop in the whip. What you playing on the way here?
I'm playing Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. What song?
Summer Vacation.
I want us at the vibes over here. So Summer Vacation. Is it because it was a hot ass day?
Yeah. It's going down.
Here we go. Hey.
The DAZ on the DAZ. The DAZ on the DAZ. Taking out you suckers and you don't know how we get all year.
This is the vibe DAZ Dillinger on before you come to the show.
I'm finna kick some funky ass lyrics over this beat I just made. So y'all motherfuckers check it out.
My homeboy DJ C style. New York.
For real?
Yeah, from New York.
I love that you fuck with New York like that. That's so fresh. All right, dope. All right, I got another one for you. So you're on the way home from a club after you did a performance or you was partying. What song you playing on the way home at 4 a.m? You cleaning the palette, you going quiet, you trying to bump some things.
I'm playing Filthy Rich.
Filthy Rich?
Yeah.
You got that? Is that the artist?
Yeah, the artist Filthy Rich.
What song? I'm trying to get the vibe DAZ Dillinger, you know what I'm saying? What kind of vibe he's at. What you driving out there? What was that, the Bentley?
Yeah.
So when you're in the Bentley,
I'm driving
driving
Bentley like a bucket.
like a bucket, you know what I'm saying? Regular fuck it. What we listening to? What we Justified?
Yeah. No, that's the wrong one. What is it?
Nah, we got Filthy Rich. You got to put me on because I don't even know Filthy Rich.
You gotta put a P.
With the PH?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Filthy. Here we go. Making a living? So Filthy Rich, DAZ Dillinger just listened to you on the way home.
Yeah, water leak.
The water leak.
Honorable C note.
This got Lil Uzi, Sauce Walker. Shout out
Yeah.
Texas.
He been working, man.
Yeah.
He on Empire.
I fuck with Empire from the Bay, right?
Yeah, you do know that.
Bust down, all go for lead. Bentley with the red velvet seats. Yeah, stars in the ceiling, go to sleep. Bricks underwater, got them wrapped up in the reef. I don't wanna talk, I let the money do a speak.
So you in the club still turned up a little bit.
Yeah, I hang with the Coalition DJs.
Out
there in Atlanta.
Okay, I'm adding that to the fresh produce to the grocery list. Definitely need that. Okay. I fuck with that.
Yeah, you know
So-
when they in the club and they just
Yeah, it's that vibe. Filthy Rich. I'm fucking with that. That's
from the
added-
Bay Area.
From the Bay Area. I'm adding that to the fresh produce grocery list for sure. So when you're on the way to the studio, what you listening to? You like to listen to what you made, some inspiration. What's your vibe before you go cook something?
Before I cook some, I listen to some jazz music.
To jazz.
Yeah, Antonio Carlos Jobim. Just put Jobim, Jobim.
Jobim.
Him right there.
Oh, let's pick this one. In the Spanish.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
So when you about to go cook something, you put the vibes on.
Yeah, he got a lot of good samples in this shit.
É pedra, é o fim do caminho, é o resto de tudo.
Oh, it's actually Portuguese.
É caco de vidro, é a vida, é o sol.
I've been over there to Brazil.
É a
Oh, it's Brazilian.
seu anzol, é peroba do cão.
É o nó da madeira,
Canga,
é o Matita Pereira,
é madeira de vento.
da ribanceira.
So are you listening to this for samples, or are you literally
I'm
just trying to
listening
get
to
you
this
in the
for
vibe?
melody. We producers, we playing music. We not sampling, we not hitting no buttons. We not doing none of that. We playing in melody.
So you're trying to figure out somewhere where you can take
I'm
it.
listening to chords. I'm getting my mind together for chords,
Gotcha.
melodies, octaves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of thing. When I go to the studio, so when I'm hearing stuff, boom, boom, I'm hearing notes.
Got you. What's that perfect pitch? Can you tell like the notes when you hear them?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can hear it. You can hear it, so you just got to
That's so dope. All right, so when you're going overseas, when you're going to Kuwait somewhere and you're taking a long flight, what's your tunes? What's your tunes of preference? I pass you the aux on a long flight.
A Xanax. No.
Only half.
Yeah, half of it, you know what I'm saying? Just bzz, I'm gone. I'm snoring.
Are you,
know what I'm
or
saying?
do you not even listen to tunes? That's a
I
possible.
really put that on too, you know what I'm saying? I put he got different albums, you know what I'm saying? So but I put the whinings on, you know what I'm saying? Something cool.
Something chill.
Yeah. Some Nas, Go to Sleep, that to some instrumentals.
All about okay, cool. So you really
Drum
just trying to hear
beats.
these
Yeah, I'm
tunes.
just trying to get some music to knock me out.
Take you into that edible zone.
Yeah, for real.
Got you. That's fresh. All right, so in the morning, what's the first song DAZ Dillinger just playing when I pass him the aux?
First song I'm playing in the morning. Let me see. I put some Tupac on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Tupac record?
It's a song called
Is his catalog even up?
Only for the Money.
They don't even have his catalog up here. They don't even have his catalog up here.
It's a song, yeah. You know,
I mean, you
Homeboys.
no, they got the wrong one up here. But is it hard to pick a favorite Tupac song?
No.
You know for sure.
Yeah. This song right here is a classic, which will never ever be remade. Because
What is it called again?
Money, Only for the Money.
Only for the Money. Let's get this right. Then they got them. Here we go.
Check it out.
DAZ Dillinger, one of the favorite Tupac songs.
I rip the verse first, nigga, when I start the curse. Picture a black hearse, adversaries covered in they Sunday best. He blinked out in the dark, my gun sprayed his chest. But when I die, nigga, we all die. So until I die, why must I ride on my enemies until they fry? Father forgive them cause they not knowing. My Glock cock niggas drop when my shots blowing. My definition of a thug, nigga, a multi-millionaire started as a drug dealer. I love niggas open fire when I blast at you. Everybody die, bad boy massive. I laugh at you. Holler my name, I
Yeah, he got bars, man. I think he's...
knowing no man alive can see me. Motherfuckers making problems, but they get what they deserve. Get destroyed with these 3 words. Motherfuckers
I wanted to hear the hook. Who's on that hook?
Badass.
Badass? He's from Outlaws?
Nah, he's from LBC crew.
LBC crew. That's super fire, bro. I feel like Tupac, I mean, he can't be underrated ever, but like there's so many new songs I hear of his all the time. I feel like I've heard every Biggie song existed. I feel like I have not even close to listening to every Tupac song that ever existed. Have you listened to every Tupac song that ever existed?
About damn near.
Damn. So you'd be shocked if you heard a verse that you never heard.
It all depends on what style he was rapping in. I know when he got with us, we changed his rap style.
Tell me more about that.
You know what I'm saying? He was rapping like, me against the world.
Okay.
When he got with us, and the way we was in there,
He was like, I gotta change this whole. I gotta get different bounce.
yeah, because we was making the music, we had the bounce. You know what I'm saying? It was the aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like Ambitious Eldorado, me and him sat in there and made that song. You know what I'm saying? We did the hook together.
Was he easy to work with as far as was he listening to you? Like
he was one of us. You know what I'm saying? He would just go in there, knock
he'd be
that
like, yo,
shit
that
out.
don't sound good. You should do this.
Nah, he should go in there. It already sounded good. He said, we're gonna put this to it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna critique the song. You know what I'm saying? Build this.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing.
So he was definitely like an architect as more than just a rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. All right, so what's you said that your morning song is some Tupac. So how about this for people that know, if you with your lady, what's the song that you do to set the tone?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, make it last forever. Bitch. Make it last forever, bitch.
Is that what she said?
After I busting that bitch, I'm going to bed.
Sleepy time?
Yeah, don't kiss and don't touch me. I'm trying to go to bed.
Yo, look at the move. Look at the move.
Bitch, make it last. She wanted to make it last, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once I bust mine, the bar is closed.
That's it.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
She wanted all night, you know what I mean? I'm like, psh.
You laying one up first? Going to sleep?
We both tired. We've been screwing for 2-3 hours.
Guys, there's
She off a pill.
This shit is this shit is on repeat at DAZ Dillinger's crib. What is going down for all the lady fans of DAZ? That's hilarious.
I love you, ladies.
That's how it's going down. Yeah, don't forget about the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know we speaking street shit, but
It's all about the ladies. Welcome.
it's all about the ladies, man.
WBALLS, the radio station that continuously dicks you down.
Okay, you're gonna go to radio after. The next job is for you is radio.
Why, certainly. Thank you for the, yeah.
Yeah, that was Keith Sweat. Make it last forever. So when I pass you the aux, we in the smoke session, you rolling up that Seattle's finest.
I'm going to put some Young Thug on.
Young Thug?
Yeah. I like that
I
one.
love
with
that
him
your shit is all over the place. Like, that shit is super dope.
I like that one with, the Ludacris, the one with Trouble on there.
With Treble?
Yeah.
With-
Troub.
TR? Oh, Trouble.
Yeah.
Young Thug and Trouble.
That one you say, yeah, right there.
Mm.
I'm a thief in the night. I take anything but some pussy.
I mean, nowadays, that's the right way. Take anything but some pussy.
Yeah. I like Young Thug, you know what I'm saying?
That's so dope. I think it's so fire to hear OG that you like the old shit, you like the new shit. You really just going sonically. This shit
And
sound
I fuck
good
with
to you.
them young guys, you know what I'm saying, out there in the ATL, you know what I'm saying? All of them.
You like that Mecca? That it's that new Mecca?
Yeah.
Or do you feel like it's just where it's gonna be? It'll come back full circle. You like that it's over there right now?
Yeah.
The vibe?
Mm-hmm. It's a whole nother world over there.
You don't feel like it's taken away from the LA shit?
Mm-mm. They in their own motherfucking lane.
Young Thug, your video don't start till 2:30 minutes. Here we go. So the smoking OG legend is playing Young Thug during a smoke session.
It's duck taping white cell. You know I do it like a G. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down.
Yo, Thug, if you listening, you need that DAZ collab. What up?
G's up, hoes down.
I go deep in the night. I take anything but some pussy. She got that head like a dyke.
Hey.
She got that head that I like. Deep in your partner, he right. Put that little baby on right. I make that paper like right. Walk on that bucket, your motherfucker like.
I promise you know me. I pull up by my cake. Where I'm from is not safe. I got fish on my
Popular
lake.
spot in Atlanta right
Them
there.
grits on
Is
the
it?
plate.
Yeah,
I just thought it was steak.
under the
I'm
train
deep in the
track.
night.
I'm gonna have to stop by there next time we go down there.
I go down
I
on
love
the
art.
dice.
I love the graffiti.
I go up on my price. I might
So
drop
do you
him
like
on
him
slice.
because you like melody so much?
I mean, you know, I like bass.
So it's about the beat knocking still.
Bass not.
Put that fight to the side. It ain't no question how nigga gon'
Gotcha.
ride when they
And
go
it's
with
about
the
how them
push,
bitches is moving to the music.
You know what? I got an interesting question for producer. Was it when you in the 90s? Was it the 808s didn't exist?
808s existed. All that shit existed. I was doing it back then. But Don't Try to Play Me, homie. You listen to Don't Try to Play Me, homie?
So it's the
triple. All that.
so it's not the 808 itself. It's just the.
It was a triple. And then back in the days, you listen to Ice-T, you listen to Egyptian Lover. We was using them 808 sounds. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. So for people that didn't know, man, that's not new.
Planet Rock. They was using
Planet Rock, Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah, everybody was using it. It was an 808 rolling drum machine.
But it wasn't that it wasn't changing notes. The bass. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it wasn't changing notes till it got to like the 96, 7 on up. You know what I'm saying?
They started playing around with the actual drums to make it their own
That's when
melody
everybody started coming out with their own machine, like Fruity Loops, and Reasons,
and all these pads with everything. Yeah.
Everything.
What's your favorite to use now?
I use them all.
For different things.
I mean, you know,
Ableton, Logic.
whatever the money going. Hey, what you got? Okay, I'm gonna make it happen.
Oh, where to be that in Ableton? Let's do it. Logic, let's
I
do it.
make myself learn it too. You know what I'm saying?
Is it equal parallel? Is it easy to jump into another software?
Yeah, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you got, the plugins and all that good stuff.
If it's loaded up, then you should get to
Load
go.
it up, I'm good.
You like play me them sounds, we're good to go. That's fresh. So you listen to the Young Thug when we lighting up. It's funny because I'm always thinking, when I ever talk to the Dog Pound, I want to know like what you smoking to. But it's funny, Young Thug. That's
And when
dope.
you said we're going to go kill a nigga, fuck a nigga,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
What you playing?
NWA.
NWA.
Ice Cube.
So when you
know
about
what I
to
mean?
when you about to set something up, what song you playing?
Niggas for Life.
Niggas for life. So when you about to go do some dirt in the street, this might be it.
Yeah.
The lyrics are a bit too harsh.
A little too harsh.
Yeah.
How is it to be in LA listening to this shit
Driving down the street, man, mugging the motherfucker.
when the real was real? Damn. There's certain songs that when you hear in LA, it's a whole different vibe.
Why do I call myself a nigga, you ask me? Well, it's because motherfuckers wanna blast me
Hey.
and run me out of my neighborhood and label me as a dope dealer.
Yo, they say that I'm no good.
But I gave out jobs, so
Am I
niggas
bugging to
wanna
think this would work right now?
in a corner so they can show out.
I feel like it would work right now.
They gave a fake name because the life in the streets is just a head game, so therefore.
Yo, this is so fire, man. Shout out DAZ DILLINGER putting me on, man. I mean, I know all these classics, but it's nothing like knowing where your mind is at when those certain moments. How were you involved with them coming up, or was it like they were a little before you?
Shit, we was feuding with them. I mean, you know, we was riding with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Whatever Dre said.
Whatever Dre said, if you against them, that's everybody.
Yeah, if you listen to the Chronic, we was dissing them. You know what I'm saying?
The sub.
Street knowledge mission as I stepped in the temple, spotted him, got him. And his white socks hat. That was the Ice Cube.
But you wanted it to be that he only knew what you was talking about.
He knew it.
Nah, he definitely knew it, but I'm saying like you wanted it to be that only he would know that you was talking about him?
I mean, you know, Snoop and them did that. You know what I'm saying? So it was going down.
Fuck it. Whatever they doing, we with it.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. All right. So I got you. So you said you used to be a DJ. What's the record that if I go to you to pass the aux to play me to start the party, what's the record, your go-to record?
Dun, 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 dun.
Which wait. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash in there.
Oh, Grandmaster Flash.
And I would mix it with the SWV.
I got SWV here.
Yeah.
We're trying to get some vibes in here. Which one with the right here?
Yeah, with the Method Man.
Oh, with the Method Man. What you talking about there?
Yeah.
This is a good party starter.
Man.
I think I'm gonna add this to the party starter mix.
But then I would have my drums and my sample in the Seratos.
Oh, you wanna? You gotta fuck with the S9.
Yeah. And then I got the Serato sample now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Them new mixes, they coming out with this fire.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna have to add that to my starter party mix, because for sure these are one of those records that you know what vibe we on. This is all.
Listen, you gotta get the girls. Hey.
DJ 101. We've been talking about DJs, do's and don'ts on this show. It's been a consistent topic. That's one of the do's. Don't forget about the ladies, DJs.
Yeah, the dude's gonna be there.
They're gonna come for sure. Why do they think they do ladies free?
Yeah, because Coochie gonna go to sleep.
Don't let it go to sleep now.
Yeah. Coochie got a bedtime.
Coochie got a bedtime. I'm gonna make a T-shirt. We make some merch for the next one. Coochie got a bedtime. That's hilarious, man. So when you first finish making a song, what's your favorite spot to listen back to it?
On my phone.
On your phone, like on some headphones?
Just listening to it. The smaller the speaker, the better it sounds. So you know everything is in there on the small.
Is that why they use those Yamahas?
That's when you go in the That's when you go in the studio. Sometimes they have a little speaker right there
Mm-hmm.
on the top of the dashboard like that. That lets you know.
It's usually those. Yeah, I would see those Yamahas, but I don't. Mono. Oh, so you hear your songs back in mono.
Yeah.
That's a Jewel from the boy. That's Dillinger. That's what's, man. I wish I could really ask you to play me some unreleased Biggie shit, but we don't got a DAT player, man.
ADAT.
ADAT. We don't got an ADAT player.
You don't even know what an ADAT is, huh?
I've never seen it, but I've heard it a zillion times.
Yeah, it looked like a VHS tape.
I
was using VHS tapes instead of buying the ADAT tapes.
You could do that?
I was formatting. Yeah, they was working. I'm like, shh.
See, that's the first bootleg, right?
Yeah, why spend $30, $50 on the ADAT tape when I can go $5.99 and go get the VH1? I mean the VHS and format it.
Damn, thank God Betamax didn't work out.
Yeah,
that would have been tough. See, that's fine. That's a Jewel. That's hip hop facts. If you don't know what an ADAT is, go Google it, because I'm about to Google it after the show, because I never even seen one, and that'd be dope as fuck to see. So, man, I appreciate you having up here. It's a legend, man.
I appreciate you, man. Anytime.
Man, when you have anything new that you want to drop, anything that you want to swing through, man, and just chill, man. On Tuesdays, I come in here and I go live and just play music, man. So if you ever want to come here, we even do a guest DJ shit, that would be super fresh.
Let's do it. Scratch it off.
Yeah. So shout out to the boy DAZ DILLINGER. Thanks you for coming through. It's the Fresh Produce Show with Manny Fresco.
Yes, sir.
Now a program that delivers fresh produce.
I love fresh produce.